Hi, following video is intended to give an overview about recent changes in IBM Runbook Automation. These changes become available with the December 2018 release of IBM Runbook Automation in cloud or as private deployment. First, I want to give an overview of the new feature to execute PowerShell commands from RBA automation scripts. Automations are reusable assets that each can run on many targets of different type. Automations can be used in many runbooks. Automations interact with so-called target systems and issue commands, call APIs, or run procedures in order to change a configuration, query something, start or stop services or applications. Runbook automation provides different types of automations, which can be created in order to interact with different target endpoints. REST APIs can be called with the HTTP automation. New in this release is the ability to call PowerShell scripts on a Windows target. Scripts can be executed on Linux targets, e.g. bash scripts. Big fixlets can be executed on IAM targets as well. Runbooks describe step-by-step procedures how to react on issues, observe the status of a system, or do a planned change to its configuration. Automations are reusable assets that each can run on many targets of different type. Same automations can be used in many runbooks. As you see in this example, an automation list services on system is being used in 3 different runbooks, which describes the procedures to define, start, and change a service on a system. With this release, a new subtype for script automation has been introduced. So far, defined automation of type script only ran on Unix servers. Now it is possible to also run PowerShell commands or scripts on Windows servers. In order to automate scripts on target endpoints, it is necessary to configure the script connection in Runbook Automation. Only one script connection is required to allow the execution of scripts on as many as needed endpoints, independent of operating system running on the target. Target systems are connected only by using the Secure Shell Protocol, SSH protocol. The authentication to each target is done by RBA public key only. Since Windows 10, the OpenSSH daemon is part of the operating system of Windows. For older Windows systems, you need to install either OpenSSH or another SSH daemon on Windows. As you do on Linux, the public key of the script connection in RBA has to be copied to the file authorized keys in the hidden directory .ssh of the Windows user you want to use to run the PowerShell command on the target system, e.g. administrator. But also think about creating a functional user ID for executing PowerShell commands and scripts on that system. Let me continue with a usability feature in this release. that simplifies the development of automations that can be used as reusable assets in runbooks. An automation as asset which can be reused by many runbooks has to be developed independent to runbooks. So far, it was only possible to test a new developed or changed automation by creating a runbook as testbed, adding the automation to a step of this runbook, map all automation parameters either to fixed values or create new runbook parameters, execute the runbook, and within the step also run the automation to see if this is working or not. When the automation did not work as wanted, it was required to open the automation in edit mode again and make changes. If the changes do affect the parameters of the automation, it was even required to edit and change the test runbook again. After the automation has been tested to a satisfying result, it was possible to add it to the intended real runbooks. The feature to directly test automations is a new convenience function that greatly simplifies the development of new automations as reusable assets for different runbooks in runbook automation. An automation can now be developed and directly tested in the RBA user interface without the need to create a test runbook. The new action button, already known in this form from Execute Runbook, is available when selecting the automation. Pressing on this button will open a new window with the possibility to specify the input parameters values for the automation and to execute it. This is how the executed automation screen looks like. Similar to execute a runbook, you need to specify values for the parameters of an automation. After the specification of the parameter values, press Apply and Run to prepare the creation of a test automation instance with the specific parameter values. Similar to the appearance of an automation in a runbook, you will notice an automation button which you can select and choose to run the automation. Similar as the automation results are visualized in a runbook, the output is written to a special box. Control the output and change the automation if needed. In this release, we added improvements to the search capability of already executed runbooks, also called Runbook Instances. In the Execution tab of the main interface, you find past executions of all runbooks in your library. As before, you are able to find instances executed by specific users, sorted by type, manual or automatic, or by status. New in this release is that you can find even Runbooks instances executed in the past via the runbook name. It is possible to retrieve Runbook instances via API using new filters as well. Specify a comma-separated list of runbook names, types, statuses, or owner name to get instances as requested. If too many runbook instances are found that match your chosen query parameters, only a subset is being returned. In addition, the header of this REST call contains a bookmark, which can be used in subsequent calls of the same API with the same query parameters and specifying this bookmark in this pagination parameter of this call. If too many runbook instances are found that match your chosen query parameters, only a subset is being returned. In addition, the header of this REST call contains a bookmark, which can be used in subsequent API calls with the same query parameters and specifying this bookmark in the pagination parameter of this call. Notice, every subsequent call might return yet another bookmark to be used in yet another next call. In this way, you can step through all the Runbook instances which match your query parameters. The filters are used to retrieve the Runbook instances data from the RBA service. With help of the search field, it is possible to search in the dialog for Runbook instances by name in its description field. You just watched a short introduction of some of the most important new UI features developed for IBM Runbook Automation in the Q4 2018 release. As always, for a detailed description of how to use the product, make use of the documentation available on IBM Knowledge Center. Thanks for watching.